Good morning, friends. Welcome back. All right, so let's continue with our sessions. Remember, this is our third demo session. First session was all about introduction, actually. Yesterday, we had seen some basics of cloud computing, and we saw, how we can, launch a server and how we can run an application inside that particular server. That was on practical we saw yesterday, but it was again a demo session. We'll go with these practicals in more details. Whatever we have seen yesterday, we will see each and everything in more details in coming classes. All right. So today is the last and the final demo session here, friends. So whatever doubts you have about cloud computing or whatever doubts you need to know about this particular package, feel free to send your questions in chat box. Like I said, your chat box is always open here, right? So just try to send your questions in chat box and just try to clear everything. Okay, let me just take you back to the demo. Yeah, so this is what it is. All right, so see your friends, this is our package in which we have like three courses: Amazon Web Services, Linux Server Administration, and CCNA, that is the networking. And all these three courses we are offering you only in 7,999. All right. And in case if someone is interested only in Amazon Web Services, then 9 a.m. batch is for AWS. Okay, 9 to 10 a.m. every day we'll go with the AWS. So you can just come for the AWS. But like I said, you again and again, if you're planning to start your career in this particular field, if you want to see yourself succeeding in this career, if you want to see yourself going very far in this particular career, without the Linux administration and without the networking knowledge, it's very difficult for you to go very far. Probably you can learn AWS with basic knowledge of Linux and basic knowledge of networking that we will see in our regular sessions. But like I said, you friends, if you want to get more in-depth knowledge about cloud, if you want to get more job opportunities, if you want to get better package, salary-wise and all the other things, you must mention cloud computing, Linux server administration, and the networking part on your resume. Okay, this is literally mandatory. You cannot show me an administrator, a cloud administrator who is working on cloud computing for, let's say, for last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and who has not done the networking concepts or who don't know the server administration of Linux. It's literally not possible, my friends. So every administrator who you see today working in some company or somewhere, that person has already completed the server administration as well as the networking part. All right, so just try to think about it. You have the great opportunity now to complete everything in this particular package. All right. Fine. So this is something about your package. Okay. And how to do practicals of all these things, what we are learning here, like in AWS, how we can do the practicals of AWS. To do practicals of AWS, we need to have the AWS free account. We will see how we can create a free account, hopefully in next couple of days. Okay. And then we need to install RHEL or for Red Hat Server Administration. We need to install this Oracle VirtualBox. I'll explain you in the Linux administration classes how to install the Oracle VirtualBox and how to do all the practicals. And for CCNA, we have the Cisco Packet Tracer software available. So we can install the Cisco Packet Tracer and we can do all the practicals there. So literally for everything, we have the option. All these three courses are practical courses, my friend. So you should know how to create a AWS account and use the AWS account. You should know how to install the Linux operating system and use the Linux operating system. And you should know how to configure your routers, switches, and all the other things like firewalls and Cisco Packet Tracer. Done. And the other advantages what we have here are every class is recorded here. So right now this class is also being recorded and these recordings will be shared with you. And people who miss yesterday's session, especially yesterday's session, before yesterday it was all about basic introduction. But yesterday we have seen, about cloud computing in a bit more advanced way. So in case if anyone wants to go through this yesterday session, this session is already available on YouTube. You can just go through this session and you can simply revise what we have done yesterday. But like I said, you friends, whatever we have done yesterday or before yesterday and whatever we are learning today, everything we will repeat in our regular classes in more detail. These are only some basic demo sessions. We are just trying to understand what is cloud computing and networking and server administrations in a simple and easy way. All right. These are not the regular classes. Regular classes will start from tomorrow. And most probably from tomorrow, they will change the link and they will, share the link with people who have registered for this particular course. So if you want to get the link and if you want to get all the other details, just try to contact on these numbers, what I have, added here. Can you see? These are the numbers here, friends. So just contact on any one of this number and they will share the link with you. So today is the last demo session, friends. Please try to clear every doubt what you have. Just try to clear each and everything what you're, looking for. Just get 100% surety, 100% confirmation of what you're going to learn and how you're going to learn and everything. Then you can decide about joining and doing all the other things. All right. So these are the numbers we have. Management numbers. You can call on any one of this number and you can get all the other details. Okay. Now, there is a question here, no DevOps in this particular package. This package includes your server administration, network administration, and the Amazon Web Services. But as of now, in this package, there is no DevOps. Once you're done with these three courses, AWS, Linux Server Administration, and the Network Administration, then, like I said, there are many options available for you, my friend. What are the other options available for completing this particular package? Let me just, highlight few options. Like you can go with cloud security. You can go with cloud networking. You can go with DevOps. You can go with cyber security. You can go with advanced server administration. You can go with advanced networking. Once you're done with this package, my friend, once you do all these three courses, you are eligible to learn all the things. Say learning cybersecurity, advanced server administration, DevOps, advanced cloud security, advanced cloud networking. That sounds good, right? But how many people can get a job as a fresher on DevOps or cybersecurity or any of the other things what I have mentioned here? 90 to 95% jobs are there on cloud computing, Linux server administration, and networking for freshers or for, let's say, 1, 2, or let's say 3 years of experience person. So after completing this package, you will be getting experience up to how many years? You'll be getting experience up to, let's say, 2.5 to 3 years. That much experience easily you can put in your resume. Okay. So after completing this, then only you're eligible to learn DevOps or cyber security or cloud security. Again, cloud security is in great demand. So I'll just try to highlight few things here. Cloud security, DevOps, cyber security. Majority of people will go for this particular career paths. They will go with cyber security, or they will go with DevOps, or they can go with your cloud security. So to learn all these things, or to pursue your career in any one of this field, this package is the beginning of your career, my friend. And you're not learning basics in this package. You're learning the administration of Linux. You're learning the administration of networking. You're learning the administration of Amazon Web Services. Okay. So this package can, get a job for you in a company on, let's say, 7 to 8 different roles. You're not applying for a job role in one company on one particular job role. You can apply for different job roles in one company. Linux administrator as level 1, level 2, network administrator as level 1, level 2, cloud administrator as level 1, level 2. There are different job roles available for us, my friend. So this package is designed in such a way that, you'll be eligible to apply for jobs in a company on multiple job roles, different job roles. 5, 6, 7, 8 different job roles will be available. And then if you want to go with, let's say, DevOps or cyber security or anything else, it's up to you, my friend. But as a fresher, you have to do all these things first, then you can go with any of the advanced concepts that you're looking for. Clear? All right, so let us try to understand few more things about the cloud computing concept today. Now, what is cloud computing? That was a big question that we have addressed yesterday. So let us just try to go there and see cloud computing in more details. Let's see the definition again first. We'll see all these things, what I'm skipping in coming sessions. But as of now, what is cloud computing? What Amazon says here. So this is the official definition I have copied from the Amazon documents, official documents. And what they says here, they says cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Remember, we said yesterday again and again, to run any business, you need IT resources. What are the IT resources you need here, friends? Let me just write it down again. We need server, right? We need server operating system. We need firewall so that we can provide security. We need storage so that, we can store our data. We need router. We need database. These are some of the IT resources you need. So how we can take the IT resources? There are two ways. One way is we can completely buy the IT resources. See what it says here. Cloud computing is a concept where you can take IT resources over the internet. This is instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers. They are saying, why you are buying all these things? Why you are maintaining all these things? You can take everything from us. Amazon people says, you can literally take servers, server operating system, firewall, storage. Okay, you can take everything from us on as needed basis because we are the cloud providers. We will provide you everything from one location. This is a concept of cloud computing, my friends. So today, when you see any business there, the business is running on cloud. Their applications are running on cloud. Their data is stored in cloud. Now, one of the most common question I get every time in the demo sessions is, what if I run the application in cloud? Is it safe? This is one of the most common question I'll get here. See, I'll just try to answer this question in a very simple and easy way. So if you go back in, let's say 2010, 15 years before, I can say 90% of web servers, 90% of web servers were running on physical servers. Where are the where are the applications running? Web applications, they were running on the physical servers. But in the year 2025, when you go and do the survey, 95%, approximately 95% of web applications are running on virtual servers. So within 15 years, how much has changed here? Today, 90 to 95% or maybe more than 95% of web applications, email applications, or any application over the internet, they are running on virtual servers. And from where we can take virtual servers? We can take virtual servers from cloud. So today, cloud is there literally in every company. See, every company is connected to cloud completely or partially. Every company is using cloud computing concepts completely or partially. Means, suppose imagine if there are, let's say, 500 servers in the company. 500 servers is not a big company actually, right? So just imagine there are totally 500 servers. Out of 500 servers, I can say 350 servers may be running in cloud and 150 servers are running in local area network. Okay, this is the way the companies are running their businesses. Like for example, imagine my friend, you have some money. Let's say you have $10 million. Now, if you have $10 million, there are two options for you, my friend. One option is you can keep that money in bank. And the second option is you can keep that money in your home. Now, can you please answer this question? Where will you keep your money if you have like $10 million with you? Will you keep in bank or will you keep in your home? Remember, the chat box is always open. Always try to keep the sessions more interactive, your friends. Like I said you before, if the sessions are interactive, the sessions will be very, very interesting. The sessions can go, the topic can go a bit deeper. So always use the chat box to answer the questions. Right now, this is not a technical question, first of all, but in coming classes, I'll be, asking many technical questions, like many interview questions. So I'll be expecting some answer from your side. And in the same way, I'll be expecting some questions from your side also, right? If you have any doubt, there is a question. Okay, so let us come to the question again. If you have $10 million, where will you keep money? In bank or home? Okay, some says bank here, and one or two people, they say home. See, bank is much better option, right? Because there is more security in bank. There is more security in bank. Now, is there any security in home? Yes, we can provide security in home also, right? But can we provide the same security what a bank can provide? No. That much security we cannot provide. So here, friends, bank is acting as a cloud and our home is acting as our local area network, our company's network, our company's server. So overall, there is better security in cloud compared to the local area network. All right. So if you have data, if you're running some applications for your business, most of the applications will be there in cloud. Most of the data will be stored in cloud. So forget about the company. As of now, just imagine our private information, like our photos, our videos, our messages, our WhatsApp messages, where exactly they are located? They are located in cloud. Our data is in cloud. Everything about you and me is available in cloud. What is the meaning of cloud? Cloud means the data is available in some other server. Complete data is not available in our mobile phone or laptop. Whatever we do in our mobile phone, everything is recorded somewhere, right? So that is your server. And where is the server? The server is available in some other company, and that some other company is actually cloud. So the information which is not there with you, if the information is there at some other location, that is a cloud. If the money is not available in your pocket, and if the money is available in a bank, bank is a cloud. That's it. All right. So this is your cloud, my friend. We can simply take all the resources from the cloud and we can just pay money according to our convenience, or we can just pay money according to our use. All right. Now, let us try to understand how these AWS people are providing all these resources, from where they are providing the resources and how they are providing the resources. So if you just go to Google and if you say AWS Global Infrastructure, see, first link is AWS Global Infrastructure. So if I just go to this AWS Global Infrastructure here I can see all the details of Amazon Web Services data centers from where they are providing these services. Now, do I need to really know about this infrastructure? 100% I need to know about this infrastructure, my friend. If you know this infrastructure, then only you can use the infrastructure very well. Then only you can use all your resources very well. All right. So see here. If you just go to Google and like I said, if you say AWS Global Infrastructure, it will simply show you what are the locations from where AWS people are providing the cloud services. Okay. Remember the data centers, how the data centers looks. Just go to Google and say AWS data centers and go to images. These are the data centers, my friend. So this is one data center located somewhere. If you see the image, it is just looking like two blocks, right? Two buildings. But my friend, the size of this complete data center is bigger than, let's say, 30 football grounds, 40 football grounds. The size is nearly 50 acres, 60 acres or 70 acres of land. So this photo was taken from very, far location. So there's a reason it is looking something like this. But, it's a very big data center, my friend. See, again, this is some data center located somewhere. This is your Amazon data center. The size of the data center is too big. When I said 20, 30, 40 football ground, just imagine how big they are. Okay. And from inside, this is from outside, right? But from inside, how they look? From inside, the data centers will look something like this. This is your data center from inside. See, this is again the data center from inside. What you see, this yellow color one are the cables. The cables are connected to different devices like routers, switches, and firewalls. So we are literally connecting to these data centers and we are running our application there and we are storing our data. And who is this person actually? I don't know who is this person. You don't know who is this person, right? He's working there. He's working in the Amazon data center. But the question here is, what exactly is the responsibility of this person? Or what exactly this person has done in his career so that he got a job in Amazon data center? That's a big achievement, right? Getting a job in company and getting a job in such a big data center is indeed a very big achievement. So I don't know who is this person. I don't know what exactly, is his responsibility in this company. But I can say one thing with 100% guarantee, my friend. This person has done Linux server administration, networking, and AWS. This person has for sure done these three courses in his life. Where he did, when he did, it's up to him. I don't have any idea about this person, but I can say with 100% guarantee, this person has already done this particular three courses there for sure. That's the reason he's eligible to work in that company. All right. Fine. So these are the data centers. So let us try to understand where are the data centers available, where exactly the data centers are available and how they are providing these services to us. Okay. So first of all, you need to have your AWS account. So let me just log in into my AWS account that is already there with me. And I will show you in coming classes like how you can create your AWS account. So first of all, let me just go to my Amazon Web Services account. It's a free account. Okay, when I say free, it is not free completely. There are many, ifs and buts there, but overall, we have, let me just enter a code. There will be some security code coming in your mobile phone. So this is a code actually 349748. This code will change. This is called MFA code. Every 30 seconds, the code will change. So whatever code I have entered here, this code will not be same again when I access my account next time. All right. So this is your official AWS account. So this is my AWS account. So hopefully very soon you'll be creating your own AWS account and that AWS account will look exactly like this. Done. And see, once you come here, right now I have selected Mumbai region. I can go with Hyderabad. In India, there are two places from where AWS is providing the cloud services. One is in Hyderabad, one is in Mumbai. But if you go with South Asia, or Asia Pacific, actually, you can see Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. There are many more places from where AWS is providing the services. So this is what we need to understand today, friends. What are the locations from where Amazon is providing the cloud services? Cloud is a concept where our servers are located in some other location. We are connecting to those servers and we are running our application. Our storage is available in some other location. We are connecting to that storage and we are storing our data. That is the whole concept of cloud computing, right? So in this AWS global infrastructure, we will see how this AWS is providing the services, from where they are providing the services, and which particular data center we can select. Okay, so let's try to understand this. So first of all, in this particular global infrastructure, the main concept is actually called a region. As of today, 7th May 2025, as of today, there are totally 36 geographical regions available in AWS. What is a region here, friends? A region is a location. It can be a city name, it can be a country name, or it can be just an area name. So region is a place from where AWS is providing all the services. We have already seen data centers, right? Let me just go back again. See, where exactly is this data center located? It is located in some region. See here, AWS data center in Navi Mumbai. Can you see here? This is in our country, India. This is the data center located in India, in Navi Mumbai. Right? If you just go there and see all the details. All right. So this is your location. Fine. So this is one location. So like this, how many locations are there right now? There are totally 36 geographical locations. See here, you know India here very well, right? So just keep your cursor on this green dot. Here it shows Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, they have launched this region in the year 2022. And in Mumbai, they have launched this region in the year 2016. That means from 2016, the Mumbai region is running. And from 2022, the Hyderabad region is available for customers. All right. So beside this, what are the other regions available? Just keep your cursor anywhere. See, if you come here, can you see Jakarta in 2021? If you come here, Osaka in the year 2021. If you come here, Seoul 2016. If you come here, Melbourne 2023. If you come here somewhere, let's say Mexico 2025. You know, January 2025, this region has started working. So if you just go and see the regions here, my friend, UAE launched in the year 2022. Spain launched in the year 2022. Out of 36 regions which are working right now, most of the regions they came in 2020 or after 2020. You know, AWS started providing cloud computing in the year 2006. From 2006 only they are providing cloud services. But it took nearly 13, 14, 15 years for AWS people to establish themselves. Amazon is such a big company. Cloud computing is such a big technology. But you know, from 2016 till 2018, 19, actually, it was not so easy for companies to go with cloud computing. They were thinking about security. They were thinking about, you know, their data privacy. There were like different issues available then. But you know, cloud computing, they started providing better security. They started offering better, you know, privacy options. So from 2018-19, the trend has changed. Companies started using cloud computing. Companies started migrating the data into cloud. Companies started, you know, migrating their applications into cloud. So from 2018 and 19, the actual cloud computing, you know, growth has started. So most of the regions, what you see like Hyderabad region, Melbourne region, Mexico region, they came in last 2-3 years. But you know, after 2018-19, we entered in 2020. It was the year of COVID. There was some delay for every business. So 2020, if you remove, again, if you just count from 2021, 22. So for last 3 years, 4 years especially, the demand of cloud computing has increased a lot. The requirement of cloud computing, cloud administrators are at its peak. So today, when you go and see any company, one of the administrator they need is actually cloud administrator. Okay, when I say one of the administrator, I'm not saying they need only one administrator. They need a group of people. Maybe in a company, there are 70 people working as a cloud administrator. Maybe in a company, there are 200 people working as a cloud administrator. Or maybe there are 20 people, 5 people, 8 people, 10 people in a small company. Let's say 5 to 10 people are there who are working as cloud administrators. So one person cannot manage everything, my friend. We need multiple people. Okay. So from 2020 or 21, the growth or the demand of cloud computing has suddenly increased. So today, 95% companies, 90 to 95% companies, maybe they have already moved into cloud, or maybe they are moving into cloud. Maybe they are running all the applications in cloud, or maybe at least they are running some partial applications in cloud. Out of 300 applications, let's say 200 applications are running in cloud. Out of 300 TB of data, let us say 250 TB of data is stored in cloud. So like this, you know, the growth of cloud has already started last 2-3 years before. And this growth will simply continue. There is no option, there is no other alternate option, my friend, where, you know, a company can select, okay, we are not going with this cloud computing now, we can go with some other option. There is no alternate option available. Because companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, Oracle, DigitalOcean, Cisco, Juniper, Citrix, Salesforce, all these are the cloud providers. Amazon is not the only cloud provider. Beside Amazon, there are many more cloud providers available. So the only thing that can happen to cloud computing is the requirement will increase, and the number of, you know, cloud administrator requirement will increase, and the cloud data centers will increase every time for sure. All right. So as of today, how many regions are available? As of today, there are totally 36 regions available. Wherever you see the green color dot, that is your region. So just keep your cursor there. So this is somewhere in Brazil. They started in the year 2011. All right. This is somewhere in China, Beijing. This is somewhere in, let me show you, Ohio, but I want to see. Yeah. See here, friends, this is your Northern Virginia. This is the first region which was launched in the year 2006. So every company starts from a particular location, right? If you go and see Amazon or Google or Microsoft, they started from a particular country or a city in that particular country. So Amazon people, they started providing the cloud services in 2006 from a place called Northern Virginia, which is located somewhere in US. All right, this is a first place. And the most recent is in Mexico, which was launched in the year 2025. Okay, and you can see some red colored dots there. Like if I keep my cursor on this red color, can you see Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? The region is coming soon. Here, Taiwan, it is coming soon. New Zealand, coming soon. Somewhere in Europe, Germany, it is coming soon. So 36 regions are already available now. 4 more regions are coming. So totally how many regions will be there? 40 regions will be there. Now the question here is, will they stop at 40 regions? No. By the end of our course, we may see few more regions added somewhere. Maybe one more region can be added in India. Maybe one more region can be added in China. One more region somewhere in Africa. One more region somewhere in South America. One more region somewhere in, Europe. Few more regions can be easily added. Like I said, there is only one thing possible with cloud, that is growth. Cloud will not stop, my friend. Cloud computing services or cloud computing technology will not stop. Okay, in 2006, there was only one region. In 2025, we have totally 36 regions. In 2030, you may see 50 to 55 regions easily available. And these are the regions which belongs only to Amazon. Microsoft people have their own regions. Google people have their own regions. They are separate regions. These are the regions which belongs only to the Amazon people. All right. So there are how many regions here? There are totally 36 regions here. Now the big question here is how we can decide which region to select. There are many regions, 36 regions available. Great. But how we can decide out of these 36 regions, which region we have to select? Let's try to understand this, my friend. Okay, so what we have to do here is, first of all, we need to say aws.amazon.com. We need to connect to this particular address, aws.amazon.com. Okay, so once you connect to this aws.amazon.com, it will simply take you to the global infrastructure of aws.amazon.com. So this is your global infrastructure. So in this global infrastructure, how many regions are there? As of today, 36 regions are in operational. There are 36 regions which are working. Okay, so you can connect to any of this region. But again, the question here is to which region we need to connect. Now, one of the things we need to consider while connecting to a region is actually latency. There are many factors, but one of the factors is what? Latency. Now, what is this latency? Now, I'll give an example here, friends. Suppose, for example, if I go to my browser, and suppose if I access a website, let's say espncricinfo.com. So once if I click on this espncricinfo.com, how much time it took actually for this website to appear on my screen? Maybe a second or maybe less than a second, right? But suppose imagine I'm accessing espncricinfo.com and let's say it is taking 5 minutes for this website to come up. Will I use this website again? No, there are some other websites also available. Like there is something called crickbuzz.com where again I can check the cricket news and all the other things. Okay, let me just give some other example. Let's say you are in you're using Ola here to book a cab. So when you use Ola to book a cab, imagine once you click on the Ola application in your mobile phone, it is taking 5 minutes for you to open that application. But suppose you have the Uber application also. Once you click on this Uber application, within a second, the application is coming on your mobile phone screen. So tell me, which application will you use here, friends? Ola or Uber? Obviously, we'll go with this Uber because the latency is very less. Latency means once you say Uber application, once you click on Uber application in your mobile phone, you know what happens there? From your mobile phone, actually, Uber application is running somewhere in cloud. So from your mobile phone, the connection will be established with the Uber server. This is a server. So the connection is established here. So how much time it is taking for you to make the connection with the Uber application? 1 second, 2 seconds, this is manageable. But if it is taking, let's say 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or 5 minutes, this is not acceptable today, right? The internet is very fast. So whenever you are accessing something on the internet, it should be accessible within some seconds. If you're not able to access certain applications within seconds, if it is taking more time, that is minutes, then you're not accessing this. That application business will go down. I remember 15, 17 years before when we started using internet in a city like Hyderabad, in our homes and everywhere, you know, we used to download some movies. Downloading of movie used to take around 3 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours actually. It was very normal back in those days. 2007, 2008, 2009. Downloading a movie used to take how much time? Downloading a movie used to take, let's say, 4 hours. It was very normal. But today, in the year 2025, if you're downloading some movie, if it is taking 4 hours, will you use the application again? No. Today, we can download a movie within few minutes, right? The size of the movie is around 2.5 to 3 GB or more than 3 GB, but we can still download in few minutes. So this is what latency is all about, my friend. Latency means how much time a application is taking to respond to your request. So if I go and say some application, if I just try to connect to some application, how much time it is taking for me to get that application on my screen, or how much time the application is taking to respond to me. If the application is taking very less time to respond, then it is great. Latency is less, then it is good. But if the application is taking more time to respond, that means the latency is more. That means that is not a good option, my friend. That is literally not a good option. So whenever you're running your application in cloud, we just need to see the latency. How much time it will take for a user to connect to that particular application. For example, imagine I am working for a bank, let's say State Bank of India. Okay. And State Bank of India people, they are running their applications in cloud. So what if State Bank of people have selected this Mexico region to launch their application or to run their application? They can select any region. They can simply select any region. But tell me here, friends, 95 to 98% of SBI application customers are located in India, right? So whenever they are accessing the SBI application, their connection will be established from India to the server, which is there in Mexico. So how much time it can take? Maybe it can take 4 seconds or 5 seconds. I'm not talking in minutes here. I'm just talking in seconds. So it may take 4, 5, 6 seconds for the Indian user to connect to the SBI server, which is running somewhere in Mexico. But what if the server, the SBI server is running either in Hyderabad or in Mumbai? Because these are the two locations, right? So if the application is running in Hyderabad or Mumbai, instead of 5 seconds, maybe it will take 1 second. This is your latency. Less the latency, better the performance. Latency should be less. It should take very less time actually for the user to connect to that particular server. So the example is SBI, State Bank of India. Obviously, the customers are there in India. So we can simply, run the application within India. That's much better. So this is one thing we need to remember. This is one thing that we need to consider before we select our region. You can literally go there and select most of the regions. Any region you can select and you can launch your application. Bearing few regions, we can select all the other regions. Okay. But on what basis we need to select the region? latency. The application should be as close to the customers as possible. Now, let us take the example of Netflix. You know what is Netflix, right? It is a movie streaming application where many movies will be there, many, what you say, web series and all the other content will be there, right? Now, can you please imagine where exactly the Netflix server is running? Netflix is accessible from literally all the countries. Nearly 195 countries are there from where the Netflix is accessible. So, if you're sitting somewhere in India and if you're accessing Netflix, where exactly is your server? Is it in USA? Is it somewhere in Europe? Is it somewhere in Singapore? Is it somewhere in Australia? Where exactly it is located? Now see here, my friend, this is very interesting now. For example, imagine Netflix people are releasing a movie. I'll just give the example of a movie like, let's say, Pushpa 2. Netflix people, what they're doing here, friends, they are releasing this movie, Pushpa 2. So once they release a movie Pushpa 2, you can just imagine how much traffic will be generated. Lakhs and lakhs of people will connect to Netflix to watch that particular movie. Let's say they are releasing the movie today, 7th May 2025 at let's say 2 p.m. So just imagine at 2 p.m. how much traffic will be generated. So if they keep this movie somewhere in, let's say, USA, most of the people who are accessing this Pushpa movie are from India, or maybe let us say our neighboring countries, or let's say somewhere from, Gulf countries or somewhere from Europe where the Indian people live, maybe these people are accessing. So if they keep the Pushpa movie in USA, it will be very difficult for this, Indian people to access the Pushpa movie. Difficult in the sense, it will take around 4 or 5 seconds. That's it. But still it is very late, right? So what this Netflix people will do here is they will just try to see from where the traffic is coming. Okay, let us imagine traffic is coming obviously from India, and let's say from Gulf, and let's say from this Europe and some part of USA. Most of the Indians will live somewhere here, right? After India, if you want to go and see where more Indians will live, it will be in Gulf, Europe, USA, and Australia, right? Especially in Europe, it will be UK and the countries which are around this UK. All right. So what this Netflix people will do here is they will simply keep their server in multiple location. Netflix is not working from one single location. So they will keep the copy of Pushpa movie somewhere in USA, somewhere in UK, somewhere in Gulf, somewhere in India, and somewhere in Australia. So the movie is available from different locations. So if someone is located in, let's say, Australia, he can connect to the Pushpa movie from Australia. If someone is available, let's say in Dubai, that person can be connected to the Pushpa movie that is running from Dubai, closest to the customer, closest to the client. Now, can we expect people who are sitting in Brazil watching Pushpa movie? I don't think they know anything about Pushpa movie. Maybe we Indians know anything about Pushpa movie. This is one of the most, famous movie we have. But what about people who are sitting in Brazil? No one is connecting to Pushpa movie, or maybe let's say some thousands of people are connected. But in a country like India, maybe crores and crores of people are connected. So see here, friends, the data centers are located in multiple physical locations. As a cloud administrator, we need to decide to which particular data center we need to connect. And on what basis we need to decide here, friends? We need to decide on the basis of latency. The application should be running closest to the customer, closest to the client. This is the way we need to decide our latency, and this is the way we need to simply decide our region. So if I just go back to my AWS account here, where I have already logged in, you can see here all the regions I can see, right? Each and every region is visible here. But if you just scroll down here, what it says, there are 14 regions that are not enabled for this account. Most of the regions are not enabled. The most famous regions are enabled, but many regions are not enabled. So how to enable these regions? Just click on this manage regions option. If you click on this manage regions, it will simply take you to some page. Now see here, friends. Here what it shows you. Here it shows you clearly Hong Kong region is disabled. I just need to select this Hong Kong region. And if I say enable, the Hong Kong region will be enabled for me. So imagine my company is based in Hong Kong. Okay. And if I want to run the applications in Hong Kong, the first thing what I have to do is I need to enable the Hong Kong region. Actually, Hyderabad region was also not enabled. But you know, I am from India. I located in Hyderabad city. So what I did here, I have just enabled my Hyderabad region. All right. So if your region is not enabled, my friend, you can simply go there and you can simply enable the region. So the latest region, what we have seen is Mexico. Most probably that region will not be enabled by default. Mexico. I think the region is still not visible here. Singapore, Thailand, Frankfurt, Seoul, Northern Virginia, California. All right. Indonesia, Mexico, anywhere, Cape Town, Hong Kong, Hyderabad, Malaysia, Canada, Zurich, Middle East. Okay, Mexico. Yeah, here it is. See, this is also by default disabled. So if you want to enable any one of this region, what you should do, you should just select the region. Let's say you want to enable Milan, which is somewhere in Italy. So just enable this and you can run that application. You can use that particular region. Now, if you enable the region, will they charge anything? No. Enabling the region is only to use them. They are not charge any money for you enable this particular region. All right. So this is the way we can enable all the regions in our account. So then we can just go there and we can select a particular region to run our application. Okay. I'll just show you a brief, lab here. If I just go to this EC2 machine, instances, I'm launching the instance. So when I launch the instance here, I have already selected Mumbai region, right? So when I launch launch instance means I am running the server here. Let's say server 1. I'm just taking a server from them. So if I just go and say server 1, and if I just come down here, friends, in network settings, I am selecting something called VPC, and here I am selecting this subnet. So this subnet is part of a particular region. So like this, we have to select our region when we configure something there. Got it? So this is your AWS global infrastructure where we have many regions available. And one of the thing we need to decide is selecting the region. See, once you decide a region, let's say, Hyderabad region, and you're running all the 300 servers in Hyderabad region, later on, it will not be so easy for you to migrate your servers from Hyderabad region to some other region. So make sure you decide carefully where exactly are your regions. Okay. Migration is still possible. I'm not saying like it is not possible. It is still possible, but it will take more, planning and more work it will take. Okay. So the first thing is latency. Now, there are many more things we need to consider actually before we select a region and before we launch our applications in that particular region. Okay. I hope you understood the latency option here. Let me just go and explain you one more option actually today. The second thing is we need to see services. What we need to see it, friends? We just need to see the services. See, in regions, services are not same. What is a service here? Service means, for example, if I go back to my AWS account here, see, EC2 is one service. S3 is a service. VPC is a service. CloudWatch is a service. IAM is a service. Route 53 is a service. These are actually known as services. So whatever services I have highlighted here, these services are available everywhere. But there are certain services. Can you just see here AWS and can you see this, dots here? Click on it and you can see all the services. Services related to blockchain. Services related to, compute, services related to database, some services related to Internet of Things, services related to machine learning. So there are different services available here, friends. If I just go to blockchain here, which is a very famous technology now, if I just go to blockchain here and select the service which is available in blockchain, see here, friends, I got a message here called region unsupported. What it says here, it says Amazon managed blockchain is not available in Asia Pacific region. Please select another region. It says clearly this particular service is not available in Mumbai. So if you want to use blockchain technology, these are the only regions where the blockchain technology is available. United States, that is Northern Virginia. In Asia, we have Seoul, Singapore, and Tokyo. In Europe, we have Ireland and London. These are the only regions from where you can access that particular service. Got it? These are the only regions from where you can access that particular service. This is the way the AWS people will divide their services. Okay, the question here is why they are not keeping all the services in one location. I'll take one very simple example here, friends. See, let me change the color here. X-ray, CT scan, and MRI scan, right? At least you know the names of this particular testing scans and all those things. For example, imagine there is a hospital, let's say in a city like Hyderabad, we have a hospital called, I'll say Vijaya Diagnostic. There is a very famous diagnostic center called Vijaya Diagnostic, and these people have many branches. In a city like Hyderabad, probably they have like 20, 25 branches, I guess. They have many branches. I don't know how many, but they have many, many branches. Let's say they have totally 20 branches. Okay. Now, in all the 20 branches, the X-ray facilities available. And let us say out of these 20 branches, all the 20 branches, let's say CT scan facilities available. But maybe there are, let us say, 3 to 4 branches where this MRI scan option is available. This MRI service is available only in 3 or 4 branches. Out of 20 branches, it is available in 3 or 4 branches. The reason is, first of all, this service is not used regularly by everyone. There is one thing in very, serious cases only doctors will ask you to go with this MRI scan. So it is not available in every branch. That is one thing. Second thing is, it is very costly. The setup is very costly. So a diagnostic center like Vijaya Diagnostic Center, they cannot keep the MRI scan machines in all the 20 centers. It will be too costly. Got it? So this is a service which is available only in few locations. Same logic applies for your cloud computing, my friend. Blockchain technology is not available in every region. It is available only in few selected regions. So like this, the common services are available everywhere. Like I said, X-ray machines and CT scan machines are available everywhere. But MRI scan, very few cases or very few branches it is available. So the second thing that we need to consider before we select a region is your services. One is your latency and one is your services. So this is your AWS global infrastructure. We are not done with this actually. We have just started it. So it will take one more session for us to go through all the details of this AWS global infrastructure. Because without understanding the global infrastructure, my friend, you cannot understand how to use them, when to use them, and where to run the applications and where to store the data. This is the first thing we do as a cloud administrator. We select a region. Then we run the applications there, we store the data, and we do all the other activities. But the first thing what we do is we simply select our region. So how we can select a region? Based on latency and based on services. And what are the other things we need to consider that hopefully we'll see in our tomorrow's session. All right. So this was the session for today, friends. I'm still available for you. If you have any doubts, any questions about this package or about anything that you need to learn, because like I said, today is the last demo session. From tomorrow, the link will change and the recorded sessions are available only in the Google Drive, and they will share the Google Drive only with the registered people. So this is what it is as of now. This is your Amazon Web Services. If someone is interested only in AWS, well and good, they can come only in this AWS services. But for this AWS, the fee will be how much? 5,000 Indian rupees. But if you're coming in package where you are getting the Linux administration, the CCNA and the AWS, the fee will be only 7,999. You can come at different times. It's not like at 9 a.m. only we are learning AWS and Linux and CCNA. Obviously, different timings are there. So you can come at different time. You can complete your complete package. It's a friendly guidance or friendly suggestion or friendly, I just want to tell you something in a very friendly way. When you join, where you join, with you join, it's up to you to take the decision. Okay, I'm not someone who can say like you have to join and do all these things. It's up to you to decide. But friends, if you want to start your career in the best way possible, then do this particular 3 courses. Wherever you do, when you do, it's up to you. But just try to do these 3 courses. This is the best way to start your career, my friend. All right. I'm not sure anyone can offer you these 3 courses in such a low cost anyway. Okay. So we just need to do these 3 courses. Okay. Now there is a question here. What are the topics in AWS and Linux administration? The topics will be already shared. I think they have already shared with you in the mail. But in case if you want to check the topics, these are the topics here, friends. If you go to the Linux server administration, they will share these details with you. These are the topics we are going to learn in the Linux administration, your friends. And if you go with AWS, these are the topics we are going to learn in this AWS. See, today we started our global infrastructure. We have not completed it, and we have not completed many things yet. We have just completed what is AWS and what is cloud computing. Only 2 questions. The other questions we need to address in more details. What is, computer and a server? What is a physical machine, virtual machine? What is virtualization? What are the service models? What are the deployment models? We have not discussed anything. We have just discussed only one basic thing, that is what is cloud computing. And today we have just entered into the global infrastructure model. So all these topics, what I'm mentioning here, are available there. So you can just take the, if you're interested in only AWS and Linux, great. You can just go with this, go with AWS and Linux. No problem, my friend. Okay, you can still go with this AWS and Linux administration, no issues. So just talk to the management. They will provide you all the details actually about this particular package. I just want to say one thing. If you're going with only AWS and Linux, most probably you're interested in this DevOps in future. That will be your goal for sure. Okay. If this is your goal, my friend, if DevOps is something that you're looking for, without the knowledge of networking, understanding many things in DevOps is not possible. I know it's very difficult for me to explain certain things to a fresher, but still without the knowledge of networking, CCNA is all about networking. So without the knowledge of networking, it is too difficult for you to understand many other things. See, you're spending around 35 to 36 days with me in the CCNA course, in the networking. This, whatever we are learning in CCNA, for example, if you can just write down few topics here, let's say IP address, subnetting, OS reference model, protocols, network address translation. These are the topics you will learn in CCNA in more details. Okay, these are the topics you will literally use in your cloud and you literally use in your DevOps and all the other things what you do in your career. Okay, so it's up to you to decide at the end of the day. But again, my suggestion, a friendly suggestion is just try to go with the package. Just try to learn this CCNA thing. Just try to learn it. Just try to attend the classes. That's it. Do not try to focus more, or do not try to do a lot of practicals and all those things. Just try to learn this technology. It will be very much useful for you for rest of your career. It's not like only for 1 or 2 years. For rest of your career, what you're learning in CCNA will be there with you. Anyhow, it's up to you to decide. So to begin with, 9 a.m. is the class. 9 a.m. is a slot for your Amazon Web Services. So like I said, tomorrow the link will change. And if you want to get more details about this particular link, what you should do, just contact on any one of this number and you can get all the details about the course, the syllabus, all right, and the payment method and all the other things, the new link, everything will be shared by the management. All right. Fine. So the global infrastructure is not yet completed. We just need to go through one more session there, but still, like I said, this is the last demo session where we are going to see some basics. From tomorrow, hopefully classes will go a bit more Deep. Classes will be there at least for 1 hour every day. Actually, it's already crossing 1 hour every day, but still, every day it will be there only for 1 hour. So we just need to complete everything in that particular time slot. And in case if needed, I'll take some special classes on Saturdays so that I can cover a bit more on that particular day. All right, so that's it for the day, friends. That's it for this demos and all the other things. I just want to wish all the good luck for you. Start your career in the best way possible. And okay, I just finished the CCNA course. If I thought I'll ask, if I choose 2 courses, what about Ahmad? See, this is what you can, discuss with the management, my friend. Uddeshwar, you can just talk to the management. They are the best people actually to discuss about all the details with. I am responsible for presenting the subject. Okay, they are responsible for, sharing the links and, fees details and all the other things. I don't think there will be much difference there, but still, just talk to the management and let's see what exactly they will do. And you have, like you said, you have already completed CCNAs. This is one of the best thing you did in your career, my friend. Learning CCNA and learning Linux administration is literally one of the best thing a person can do to, get a lot of growth or a lot of success in their career for sure. All right. So yeah, thanks, friends. Thanks for coming. Very good luck for you. Hope to see you again tomorrow at same time. Done. I'm done with this session. So hopefully you'll get a new link tomorrow. In case if you have registered for this course, you will definitely get a new link. And with that new link, you can join this particular class. All right. So I'm here for like 30 more seconds. Anything else we will see, or else we can stop the session for today. Okay, all right. So there are no questions here. So we'll stop the session here, friends. And let's meet again tomorrow at same time, 9 a.m. India Standard Time with a new link. Okay. Take care, friends. See you tomorrow. Bye.